Hi everyone, it's Chrissy and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a really fun reaction video. So in case you guys missed it, we did get a brand new announcement or reveal trailer today for the Sims 4 Enchanted by Nature expansion pack, and I haven't watched it yet because I know that I want to freak out with it like live on camera. But I do have a fairly good idea that it is going to include fairies just because of all of the teasers and like sneak peeks that the Sims have been posting on social media that I have seen. So yeah, I'm fairly sure that they're showing us fairies. I mean, at this point, I can't see it being anything else. But yeah, I haven't been in the loop with a lot of Sims news recently because I've been really busy with exams. So yeah, the only things that I've seen have been some of the teasers for this pack. I haven't been like on social media or on Discord or anything like that to actually know what people are talking about, like what people are speculating about or anything like that. So I'm kind of going into this blind with, you know, knowing anything about the pack, obviously. So yeah, let's get into this. I will be muting the audio for the video just to avoid any copyright issues, but obviously at this point I feel like you guys have probably seen the original version of the trailer already, so you know what the original soundtrack is basically. But with that said, let's go on ahead and go and take a look. What am I doing? Yeah, apparently I haven't recorded in so long that even my OBS is all messed up. You can see I'm very out of practice with this. But yeah, so I have high hopes for fairies and hopefully they won't disappoint. Obviously, I don't know anything about them yet. And we probably won't see too much gameplay wise in this trailer, I'm assuming, like if they come with special powers or anything like that. But hopefully they won't disappoint. So let's go on ahead and check this out. Okay, she's giving Major Bloom vibes. If you know, you know. WINX, like, major vibes. Even with the whole, like, teenager thing. If this isn't... Okay, first off, love all of the plants. Obsessed with it. The red hair is giving me such Bloom vibes, it's not even funny. That world is gorgeous. Okay. Don't eat stuff that you pick up from the floor outside. Just heads up, don't do that. Okay. Yeah, probably also don't bathe in random ponds. It probably won't end well. She's been... It looks like she's been eaten by like mosquitoes or something. Okay. Oh, that's a cute plant. I'm living for all of the landscaping that I'm seeing. I've seen a few new plants, like this little oh, it's so cute. Hobbit house. Hobbit house. Oh, so she's like a apothecary or alchemist type thing. Yeah, it's giving major like apothecary vibes. Oh, that's so cute. I love it when we get new plants, whether they're like realistic plants or like fantasy ones like this. I love them. Party fairies. Oh, look at their wings! Look at their wings! Okay, more gameplay on the 26th. Okay, and obviously pre-order items, which I will admit they do look really cute. Okay, available June 10th. Okay, so that is really cool. We'll take a quick look, I think, at the blog post if it's out yet. I'm recording this a little bit later, so hopefully it's out by this point. But yeah, I am freaking out. Like, this trailer, like, the visuals, first off. The visuals look great. I can't really tell a lot about the gameplay from this. So, like, hopefully, I didn't see anything like a skill tree like we have for vampires and werewolves and even spellcasters. I didn't see anything like that for fairies. I mean, yes, I love all of the build buy stuff. We're not going to go over all of that in this because I will be here until midnight if I do. But I love all of the new plants. The world itself looks really pretty. It looks very small from this view. Hopefully this is just one neighborhood and not the entire world, because if it's the entire world, we're gonna have problems. But it looks really cute. I like the kind of like whimsical vibe that everything has with, you know, the funky shaped roofs and the colorful buildings, and it's all very like cottagey, fairy core vibe, and I love it. I also love the fact that kids can have like play like little fake wings and stuff. That's so cute. And like I said, the world itself, I don't know what that is, like what this kid is up to. I don't know what they're doing. It kind of looks like a cross between, I don't know, like scrapbooking. It kind of looks like she's scrapbooking. That is really cool. If that is a thing, that would be really cool. Obviously a lot of gardening stuff. They can forage, apparently, like I said, don't eat stuff that you find on the floor. But yeah, so they can forage around, they can sleep outside now, which is kind of cool. I do like that. I have a few Sims that are total outdoor nuts that would love that. I would not like to sleep outside. I don't do that ever because I'm a target for like bugs. So yeah, and then with this, once she wakes up, we see that there's some sort of like new ailment system. I saw a couple of these, like she has sonic sinuses, same girl, same. So yeah, we have like the sinuses thing, another take on what looks like, you know, community jobs type stuff that we got with a lot of other packs as well. So we have that. Kind of like, you know, gather stuff for me and I'll give you something. We have that with cottage living. We have it with, I believe, island living as well. So yeah, it's not a new feature really. But I'm curious about what like this stuff does. Like if this is all of the gameplay, it's kind of just building on features that we already have, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm kind of curious. This probably my favorite like screen of the entire trailer because this looks so cool. The whole Hobbit house vibe is, I cannot explain how happy this makes me. How happy this makes my Lord of the Rings and Hobbit loving heart. Like, I am so happy. There are ways we can do this. I've attempted it myself before, where you use roofs and terrain manipulation. It's a whole thing. And it's all very much a pain in the butt. But this looks like an actual functional house. Like, no funky tricks have been used or anything like that. So I'm really curious about how that whole thing is going to work. Obviously, she has a little workshop type thing. And she is running what I'm assuming is an apothecary. It's what I'm going to call it until we know anything else about it. But basically, where you make medicine from herbs and all of that kind of stuff. So that's really interesting. That is something that we haven't really been able to do. The herbalism skill from, I almost said Granite Falls because that's the name of the world. The herbalism skill from Outdoor Retreat? I think it's Outdoor Retreat. It's kind of similar. Your Sims can make medicine with that, or like ointments and stuff, but they don't really work for their own specific ailments, if that makes sense. Like, there's no reason to make them. If you can just take medicine, then your Sims will be fine in like a second. So yeah, it's kind of a pointless skill that I never use. But this, like, these fairies are so pretty. Like, I am obsessed with them. Like, their wings are absolutely amazing. Also, this sim is giving me major Barbie and like Fairytopia vibes. But yeah, so she has really, really tiny little wings, because I'm assuming, I don't know if wings grow as your Sims get older. Her wings stay small, so maybe it's just a version of the wings. Like, some wings are big, some wings are small, etc. That would make sense. But a lot of the stuff is so cute, and it's pretty. Like, it's one of those trailers where I don't want to say skeptical, but I'm a little bit, I don't know what the word would be. It's not wary. It's more like I'm taking it with a grain of salt kind of thing, where I have high hopes for it. But since this isn't the gameplay trailer, we don't know a lot about the gameplay yet. So I don't know if it will live up to my high hopes. But it's pretty. It's one of those where it's not one of the best trailers, but it is pretty, it's eye-catching, and the build buy stuff and the creatism stuff looks amazing. But other than that, I don't know if it's going to live up to the expectations of people, because I know a lot of people have been wanting fairies forever, for like 10 years. And I am one of those people. It's always been one of my favorite occults in the game. So yeah, considering we didn't see any sort of skill tree for fairies, but then again, we didn't really see anything about fairies. We saw a lot of stuff with this sim as a normal sim. I mean, she was just a normal sim until like the last 30 seconds of the trailer. So yeah, we didn't really see any of the fairy gameplay, which again kind of makes me skeptical, because fairies are kind of the selling point of this trailer, if I'm being completely honest. I mean, the whole apothecary system that I feel like they're going to include in this, just going from what we've seen with her making, like, you know, medicine and stuff like that, that is not a recreation of the herbalism skill, but it ties into that. A lot of the other like stalls tie into a lot of the other packs that we already have. The whole like community board thing also ties into a lot of the other gameplay that we already have. So, you know, a lot of this stuff feels like not main pack stuff. Like, it doesn't feel like the main selling point of a pack, whereas fairies definitely feel like the main selling point of a pack. But again, they're giving us fairies in an expansion pack, which that means, I mean, the only other times we've gotten occults with expansion packs have been for things like Island Living with Mermaids, Get to Work with Aliens, and none of them have been good. Like, I love mermaids, they're pretty, they're pointless. They have no real gameplay tied to them at all. Same with aliens. They could have been so cool if they revamped Get to Work, but they're pointless. And this, I feel like, I really, really hope that they flush out, like they flesh them out and they make them actually have a use and actually be fun for gameplay. Otherwise, this is going to be such a not pointless pack, but it's not going to have its biggest selling point, because I know a lot of people will see this and will want to buy it specifically for fairies, because they want fairies. I'm one of those people, but I know not everyone can do that. So yeah, I really hope that they're gonna make it worthwhile with fairies, is all I'm gonna say. But enough with all of that rambly stuff. All of this obviously is just speculation, because we haven't seen the gameplay trailer yet, so we have no idea what the actual gameplay aspect of it will entail. So yeah, let's go on ahead, and I'm gonna go ahead and see if we have a blog post that I can go through really quickly. Okay, so there is a blog post out. There's also obviously the pre-order page where you can get a quick overview of some of the like main key features of the pack. But so yeah, if you're ready to answer nature's call, let's dig deeper into the whimsical soil of Innis Green. I love the name. A sprinkle of fairy dust. Okay, yeah, I'm not reading that. It's kind of like a whole kind of like spell type thing, which is really cute. I do like that. We can also see a couple of pictures. Oh, that fairy looks amazing. The one in the blue, my favorite. But yeah, so sprinkle of fairy dust. Okay, so fairies, interesting proposition. Should you choose to accept it, with her guidance, Sims can become the fairy they were destined to be. Okay, once they complete their transformation, they'll have the choice to flutter down into two fairy. Okay, yeah. I thought I was reading it wrong. Two very different paths. There's Harmonious Fairy, a benevolent winged helper who wants to aid other living things find health and balance. And the Discordant Fairy, a flying mischief maker that enjoys stirring up little chaos and making everyday life harder for the Sims around them. That would be me. That would be so fun. So the mischievous paths always sound so much more fun in the game than the goody two shoes one. It does. The fairy paths is yours to fly with wings to match. Okay, so they can develop abilities that let them nurture plants, manipulate objects, change the moods of others, and more. Okay, so there is some sort of like abilities system. So that is really good. So be wary of emotional starvation. Okay, rather than living off food, fairies absorb emotions. Oh, that's cool. Kind of like with vampires and plasma. It makes sense. So you'll be able to customize your fairy to your liking. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, that's my favorite part. Tattoos with glowing tattoos. Fairies can even use their fairy charm to deliver a special woohoo. Okay. Don't worry, non-fairy sims, you can also become fairies. Okay, kind of like how you can become a spellcaster. Oh, my voice. How you can become a spellcaster, become a vampire, etc, etc. So, yeah, I really like that. Okay, emphasis on green. The neighborhoods make 3... Okay, so that wasn't the whole world. Thank goodness. Thank goodness that wasn't the whole world. So there's 3 neighborhoods, each one connecting you to nature in its own unique way. The coast of Ardmore, a peaceful seaside village. Okay, that's cute. Stepping out of town. Stepping out of town brings us to Spruce Dairy Grove. Okay. A vibrant blend of friendly shops, cozy homes, draping with ivy that blur the line between civilization and the natural world. And finally, we venture deep into the magical forest of 𝘕𝘍𝑒𝑤𝑒. Okay. So it's kind of like a town area, seaside area, and then a rural, foresty, magical area. Makes sense. Mysterious woodland humming with enchanting energy. Okay, so new adventures, skills, traits. So we're getting all of those new things. Balance moods and discover natural remedies. Okay, yeah, so with your apothecary table. Cool, apothecary tables. And I wonder if you combine it with the, not for rent, what's the last one that we got? Oh my word, I cannot remember the last pack that we got. See, this is how out of the loop I've been. The one where you have small businesses. Businesses and hobbies. That's the pack name. It's literally in the name. With the businesses and hobbies pack, I feel like you'd be able to run a really cool like apothecary herbalist type of store with that. So that would be really fun. Seek out Mother Nature and embark on a transformative journey to become a fairy. Okay, so unlock your inner nature nomad to dwell among the trees and live life off the land. That's kind of what we saw in the trailer. It's all about balance. Okay, so living in Innis Green, Sims must become emotionally grounded and find balance or welcome the chaos. When Sims start to lose their balance and become imbalanced, life can get a little bit harder to navigate. Okay, so that sounds really fun actually. Kind of like an actual consequence for not having your Sims live their best lives. For example, one may acquire new skills at a lower rate, or their everyday needs may become harder to solve. If a Sim enters the very imbalanced territory, that's when ailments start to show up, like the greeny meanie. Greeny meanie. With this ailment, Sims will learn and complete gardening tasks faster than normal. Yay. But they are constantly angry and prone to outbursts that are off-putting to other nearby Sims. Yeah, fair enough. And that's just one of many. There's emotional void, simoleon fever, and sonic sinuses, to name a few. But imbalance isn't the end. It's simply the beginning of a new journey. That sounds, I don't know, weird. Ailments can vanish and moods can improve with cures and with cures and elixirs crafted from the new apothecary table. Okay, so lightning root, aura blossom are new things that you can find. So yeah, fantastical effects. That sounds fun. Okay, so one can take on the elixir enthusiast aspiration or become a naturopath, a new profession. Okay, cool. That serves to cure fellow Sims of their curious ailments. Achieving balance, however, may require a little luck. Sims living in Inner Screen may experience good, ordinary, or bad luck. Oh, so we have a luck system now. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be really fun to mess around with. Which in turn may affect their career, love life, cooking, foraging, and other interactions or tasks. Yay for more random fires when your Sims make a salad. Lucky for you, there are 2 luck charms that can be found, purchased, or made at the apothecary table, which will modify your Sims' luck for good or bad. Okay. Let natural living come naturally. Okay. Step outside. Okay, so embrace simpler living, etc. Kind of what we saw in the trailer, I'm assuming. So, you know, give up cozy beds and hot showers and live off the land. I would never do that in real life. But my Sims can suffer in my place. Now, do you aspire to be a elixir enthusiast or natural nomad or... Okay. Weird. You make the Sims. Imagining Inner Screen community builds featured in Enchanted by Nature. Oh, so they're actually including who built for the pack. To capture the enchanting atmosphere of Inner Screen, we partnered with creators the Cracked Kyber, Sim Scrolls, and Nina Schmidt and Sandra Piker to build an array of captivating and unique lots. The neighborhoods of Inner Screen not only draw on nature and fantasy elements, but they also take some inspiration from the architecture and aesthetics of Ireland and Celtic artistry. Oh, that's going to be so cool. I'm not going to read through all of these, but I'll scroll through it and show you guys some of the builds. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that lot is going to be so fun. But yeah, so this is so pretty. It's giving me a lot of like Glimmerbrook vibes, but brighter and more colorful. So yeah, this is gonna be so cool, you guys. I will leave a link down below in the description to this blog post in case you want to read the whole thing, because obviously I didn't read the whole thing. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, I do have my own reservations about this pack so far. Mostly because of the fact that we don't know a lot about how fairies are going to work and if they're going to be like fully fleshed out, worthy of being the main selling point of this pack. Because yes, they are the main selling point of this pack for me. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. Let me know if you're excited for this pack. If you want to see a gameplay trailer reaction on the, I believe it was the 26th, I think, that they said that they'll have a new trailer out, if I'm remembering right. But either way, whenever they have a new gameplay trailer out, I'll try and do a reaction to that as well. And yes, like I also mentioned at the beginning of the video, sorry I've been so out of the loop and MIA and just gone. I have been very busy. And I'm still a little bit busy. I'm still busy with exams for a couple more weeks, but I am trying to get back into more regular uploads, which is good. I've been really enjoying getting back into, you know, all of that stuff and not just studying constantly. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you know, do all of the fun YouTube things, and I will talk to you all in my very next video. Bye everyone.